For the next couple days, I'm here in Porto, Portugal. For the next couple days, I'm here in Porto, Portugal. I'm in Portugal. For the next couple days, I'm in Porto, You can't say that. Porto, Portugal. Porto, Portugal. Porto, Porto. For the next couple of days, I'm staying in Porto. I'm in Porto. The hotel I'm staying at, and I'm gonna try to pronounce these things in Portuguese, so if I'm way off, hopefully it'll give me some leeway, but I'm staying at the Vincci Ponte De Ferro. Vincci Ponte De Ferro. Vincci Ponte De Ferro. So as always, I'm going to put up the cliff notes about the hotel so that you get my overall opinion. But if you want to see more shots of the hotel and hear more details, see shots of the room, stick around. So the Vincci Ponte De Ferro is kind of unique. It's a really interesting hotel. It actually works backwards, where because the hotel is built on the side of the hill, the lobby is actually at the top, and then you have two elevators. The first brings you down to the 10th floor, and then it splits on the floor that the restaurant is on, and then the rest bring you down all the way to the ground floor. What's really cool about this is, one, most rooms facing towards the bridge get the great view that the whole hotel has. And the other part about it is, because this is such a hilly area, it's actually really convenient. If I wanted to go further into Porto, I could just go to the top, go at the lobby, walk across the bridge, 5 minutes I'm there. If I want to go in, I'm gonna say it wrong, but Ribeira, where it's kind of like the main tourist area, lots of bars and lots of cafes and things like that. Then I go down to the ground floor, exit at the bottom, and they have like a bottom walkway across the bridge as well. The rooms are smaller. Everything's really smaller a little bit, you know, and that's just because of these old historical buildings, the limited space that they have. That said, they do manage to pack everything you need into the little space. So this room is a double room. I believe they have the exact same room in a twin. So despite the small size, it is still very, very fancy and has a very comfortable and luxurious feel. I'm on the 6th floor, and I think right now I'm just eking out a view, because once you go below here, you're going to be behind other buildings and things like that. And then on the other side of the hotel, I believe you'd be looking at, there is one kind of one-way small European style street that goes down. So that's kind of what you'd be looking at on the other side. So if you were going to stay here, I would suggest, you know, asking if you could be on the 6th floor or above. And then of course on the bridge side. All right, let's talk about amenities. First off, the restaurant and the 3 bars all have the amazing view of looking across the bridge at Porto. One of the bars actually has, it's almost like a fishbowl room, where the ceiling and all of the walls are glass at the end. It's really stunning. And then of course they have the Sky Bar, which is an outdoor bar with a swimming pool, a bunch of seating areas. They have lounge chairs. On a sunny day, this would be probably one of the best places to be in Porto and Vila de Gaio. Unfortunately, during my stay, it was raining the whole time, but I still went out on the first night, had a drink, and on the second day when it was raining, I went into the pool because I was wet anyway, and had a beer, and the view was fantastic. And because it was like a little bit colder because I am Canadian and don't mind that, I had the whole place to myself. One thing I also noticed each time I was out at the Sky Bar is that people from when they're walking across the bridge and look down over it, you know, they know that it's an amazing spot to be. People almost seem envious. They take a lot of photos of that Sky Bar. So the lobby, which also doubles as another one of the bars, is very beautiful. It's right at the level of the bridge. It's very luxurious, very nice place to hang out for sure. The building also has a lot of nice seating areas, which they, you know, for the most part, place them against beautiful windows. So again, all of these nice little areas throughout the hotel have the amazing view. And when you get a drink at the bar, because we're in Europe, they let you take the drink wherever you want. So you could literally go get an espresso, go get a beer, or of course, a glass of port wine, and take that to any seating area throughout the hotel. Very quickly, there is a gym. Seemed to have the tools you needed, even though it was small, and I really liked how they actually fit in. Kind of this nice zen, it's not zen, but it's a nice kind of rock wall just outside the window. The only issue I have with this hotel is the parking situation. Unfortunately, they don't have enough parking to service every guest in the hotel, and when I came, they were filled up. They do have a public parking garage very nearby. It is very tight, a little bit hectic to get into and get around. And also, although it's the same price at 17 euros per day, that's based on a 24-hour clock. And if you want to go in and out, if you do want to drive around Porto in the area, then you're going to be paying for those increments. And that will actually add up to a lot more than 17 euros per day. The thing that really finishes it all off, of course, is the staff. And they are all trained to deal with higher class clientele. Even though this room wasn't extremely expensive, at the time that I stayed, I paid just over $200 Canadian, but they know how to take care of you and they're super friendly. I think some of them realized that I'm a pretty laid back guy, and they became very friendly with me and gave me all sorts of tips that helped out for my stay in Porto. So I'm sure it's no surprise now, but I certainly recommend that you check out Vincci Ponte De Ferro for your stay in Porto. It's got amazing amenities for the price. It's very much worth it. And as long as you don't mind being in the center of the action, it really will be a great spot for your trip to Porto.